God sees you as more than a chance occurrence in nature. Your highest destiny is the purpose I give you in life. The Father proclaims that there are no minor obligations in His realm. Every duty is significant. I have assigned you to the core place of my ambitions, and I am willing to write with your intent. Now is the time to fully participate and align yourself with my purposes. Conforming to the beliefs and activities of ordinary people causes dispersion and decay, unless you prioritize aligning with me. Are you prepared to complete the assignment on your own? You stated your desire to be at the forefront of innovation. You stated a desire to forge the way. Trailblazers and those with the breaker anointing usually go on lonely journeys, facing apparently insurmountable hardships. The Father claims that without courage, there can be no honor or accomplishment. You're familiar with me. Once more, I declare that you are aware of my identity. Now, proceed to attain the goals that I have set for you. The most profound anguish is felt by people who work tirelessly for achievement, but are haunted by squandered opportunities that may have been taken if they had been brave enough. Take risks, says the Father. Engage in a dangerous action that tests the boundaries of darkness. Manipulate your opponent into moving his alarm clock 1 hour forward, since you have finally accepted the role of fate, which represents the near end of the monotonous oppression in your life. According to divine instruction, all problems and worries should be directed to the Almighty. I am deeply concerned for your well-being. I have the ability to notice and comprehend any issue or scenario, and I am perfectly capable of handling them all. The difficulties you endure are minor to me. Are you aware of my tremendous desire to have a positive impact on your life? I am completely willing and happy to support you. When you pray for the provision, deliverance, or redemption of your loved one, I pay close attention to your requests. I have no reluctance to answer your petition, so you do not need to overcome it. I am not an elderly person with long, white facial hair occupying a remote position of power. I don't observe your pain and accept it with a knowing nod, as if I take twisted satisfaction from your difficulties. The Father claims that he has been misrepresented by people who should know better. When you consider the nature of my love for you, don't base your decisions simply on petitions that appear to have gone unanswered, assuming that I have abandoned you. Focus your eyes on the crucifix. The cross represents my everlasting response to each of your heartfelt prayers. The blood shed on the cross is how I provide for all needs. The crown of thorns symbolizes my remedy to your paralyzing fear and agony. The stripes on my back represent my response to any body state less than optimal well-being. Embrace me completely today, says the Father. Place your concerns with me, and rest assured that I am working hard on your behalf. Pay close attention to my voice and follow the instructions I give you, both with your actions and your words. This season, I will join you in fulfilling and accomplishing my purposes for your benefit. The Father's greatest delight is to bestow the kingdom on you and allow my kingdom to imprint its essence of righteousness, joy, and peace on every aspect of your being. According to God, I am not obligated to provide weak and inferior favors. Whenever I take on a task in my life, I strive for the highest level of quality and perfection. I came to assure that you have life, and not just any life, but a life that is far more abundant. Resources are abundant. I have committed to providing a generous amount. Request that, as directed by the Father, and that is what will be supplied. You've asked for me and questioned about me, but I recommend that you ask more questions. Request the impossible, the unlikely, and the improbable. Set extremely high expectations for me that exceed what is considered normal. I have outstanding qualities and provide exceptional responses and provisions. I have great problem-solving ability. I am completely prepared to provide comprehensive assistance beyond simply managing the issues you are currently facing in your life. My grace removes weights and yokes. I just have one commitment and responsibility to you, and they are effortless and not burdensome. Let us proceed with simplicity now. I, as the divine being, bear the title of Lord, and no obstacle is beyond my ability. As a result, there are no hurdles that you, as a person, cannot overcome because I am within you. The Father announces that today He challenges you to break free from your limited and narrow-minded thinking. Expand your perspective. Increase the breadth of your dreams. Have more optimism. Anticipate the unreachable. It defines my identity and character while also encompassing my behaviors and pursuits. According to God, boldness is a virtue. The Father wants you to be courageous and daring in your daily activities. Approach your romantic pursuits today with bold and adventurous confidence. Develop bold plans. Embrace love with confidence. Today, the Father invites you to take on obstacles with confidence. Today, go forth and live as if every promise I've ever made is legitimate and coming true in your existence. You have been reborn in a realm of infinite possibilities. The limits and shortcomings in your life are a result of the deterioration. When I bowed my head and died on the cross, I freed your debts and declared abundance for you. Experience limitless love today. Seek out someone to whom you may express your adoration, as if you were pouring a libation worthy of the cross. Delight someone with a lot of affection. May each person you meet today feel the tremendous influence of my love flowing through your life. Surprise an unexpected person with an outpouring of affection. The Father declares that love is infallible. When one enters the domain of love, they will learn that protective equipment is not required. Love is resistant to danger because it is unstoppable and always achieves its goal. Spread the Father's limitless and unchanging love to the person you know who shows the least affection today. Can you detect the intense feeling of enthusiasm? By expressing love, you liberate yourself. Love has the ability to completely transform every part of your life, even when it appears to contradict the very nature of love. Today, the Father proclaims that the impulsive force of love will surprise your foes and defeat every evil plot against you. Human frailty, according to God, is prevalent, yet it does not include the entire issue. Following the resurrection, I greeted the disciples by exclaiming, "I have been granted complete authority in both the celestial and terrestrial realms." This remark is cause for rejoicing, just as it was for my followers. At the same time, they were quivering in horror, expecting to be forced to their deaths by Roman power. By inhaling on them, I ended their lives and changed the fate of their world and all of human history. I am reproducing in you, on a comparable scale, what I achieved through them. I beg you to embrace, have faith in, and anticipate the upcoming transformation. The angel of change is ready to begin the process of change. What is the extent of my potential with you? Has the disbelieving ideology had such a profound impact on your attitude that you no longer feel dramatic transformation is just a slogan? What specific changes would you like to see? I am not calling you to empower you or to use you as a standalone resource. That would reflect an exaggerated sense of self-importance and admiration for oneself. The Father is encouraging you to have steadfast faith in the core of who I am within you. The global scene is shifting. The vocal grievances of diverse nationalities around the world are on the rise. Men are blaming and accusing one another because of their lack of authority and ability to deliver solutions. The Father recommends against doing so. Avoid relying on people at any level and believing that if they were different, your life would be better. Such thinking traps you in a state of pessimism and denies you the beneficial outcomes that I have planned for you. Place your trust in the accomplishments I've made for you, as well as the essence of my being within you. Understand that the all power that I gave to my disciples is the same all power that is within you. Harness your inner power and take action to bring about change. Start transforming your regular habit. Start a transformation in your home, your business environment, your local community, and beyond. I am the catalyst for transformation, and you are the conduit through which I act. The Father asserts, "Have faith in me. Work with me. You will see the outcome and be satisfied." God is urging you to accept normalcy. The Father encourages us to strive for normalcy. Jesus came to earth to demonstrate and set a benchmark for the average human condition of being. I designed you to overcome enormous obstacles and accomplish tremendous things. I created you to interact with storms and exercise authority over them by instructing them to stop their activity. If you have unshakable faith, no barrier, including illness, will be able to overcome your desire. When you embrace the extraordinary as the standard for your daily experiences, the challenges you face will reduce. Have you ever wondered why I waited almost 3 decades before being crucified? Why didn't I take the most direct route to the cross? Why did I choose to demonstrate the divine essence for 3 years in front of a group of people who would eventually reject me? Each day of my life, I joyfully anticipated showing you via my actions what it meant to be linked with the Father in your own life. I was overjoyed to see the glint of knowledge in my followers' eyes as they saw me perform miracles, aware that they were imagining themselves executing such incredible acts. Before my departure, I made plans for you to complete these responsibilities, as well as other major accomplishments. Strive for this fundamental degree of moral purity, empowerment, and divine choice in humanity. This is what you'll put on every morning. Awaken to the exquisite and dignified dress of divine favor, which lifts you above the common state of impotence created by sin. The mountains will shake in response to your presence. Your sheer presence will alleviate disease. Demons will intentionally plan their itinerary to avoid your presence. The Father's statement confirms that this is the part allotted to you and your lawful claim as my offspring. Today, God declares that paradise is approaching. The Father reveals that my thoughts have influence over every area of your life. My volition is present wherever my mind is. Your words, prayers, and affirmations have the power to manifest my pre-existing will for you. When you say, "Thy will be done," you are invoking the manifestation of my will. The Father claims that His will is not located in a remote and inaccessible area. During my earthly existence, I declared, "The realm under my rule is near you. My kingdom's limits embrace your surrounds." True, my kingdom is within you. It is nonsensical to pray, "If it is thy will," for something to which I have already explicitly committed. I promise to providing for you. I tell you that you will reap the benefits and advantages of my superior leadership in your life. When you question me about my unequivocal commitments, you deplete your faith and replace it with thoughts informed by rational reasoning. The Father specifically urges them not to indulge in such activities. I am capable of making decisions. I have my will easily available. Invoke the fruition of my goals, and the divine realm will appear on the physical level. Utter my words in your current situation, and provisions will appear. According to the Father, it is not a supernatural occurrence. By expressing my desires, you are revealing my love in the same profound way as it was displayed on a solitary hill near Jerusalem 2 millennia ago. The loyalty I demonstrated on the cross is now obvious in your life as you line your actions with my desires and promises. The Father says that it is a new day. Utter those words and hurry to that exact day, and you will certainly reap its benefits. As said, you questioned about God's whereabouts in this situation. The Father confirms that the essential bestowal from the throne is present on you, around you, and within you. The Father declares that His kingdom is not apart from you. I am present with you, living within you, and I will never abandon or desert you. I will always be by your side, never leaving you to rely only on your own resources. The Father will be revealed to you if you seek me truly and sincerely, both internally and wholeheartedly. If you are unable to find me in the current situation, the Father instructs you to seek me within the depths of your own heart. That is where I bled blood to construct my home. The Father declares that the way to my presence is one that leads inside and upward. I'm not a remote deity. I expressly declare that I am not some faraway deity. I am so close to you that I am closer than the air you breathe through your nostrils. I am closer to you than your fingers and toes. During your situation and circumstances, I gave it everything I had. According to the Father, once you have the same comprehension of me as I do of myself, you will identify me as the guiding force and presence within your own human heart. The Father confirms that He is relying on the deepest part of your being, where I am, for assistance. You'll find me there. There, I will display to you my strength, aid, and the manifestation of my full self to meet all of your requirements. God is telling you to adopt Christ's perspective as your own today. The entirety of existence was envisioned inside my mind prior to the utterance. Let there be light. The power originating from my spirit was responsible for imbuing each living being with its own design and structure. I have bestowed upon you this intelligence and essence. It is your job to let this thinking exist within you. Your mind and spirit will operate similarly to mine. The Father reveals that his intellect and spirit are the major forces driving his reign. By proclaiming, "All power is given to me in heaven and earth," I wanted to give you access to that power. What are your plans for dealing with the importance of my crucifixion, which you are supposed to internalize? I am aware that your current feelings do not support this statement. You have a sensation of impotence. You believe you are susceptible to nature's whims and the unpredictability of fate. I have a question for you. What happens if you don't exist? What if you felt feeble while being imbued with the tremendous power and wisdom that governs the formation of celestial bodies and nourishes all sentient beings? What if the blood of the cross truly gave you the ability to own and utilize that power for yourself and on behalf of others? Is it feasible that the act of releasing energy constitutes the core of prayer and declaration? What will the Father say next? I am unhappy with how others perceive me today. I am not the disconnected, distant, or harsh Father that they falsely think I am. The concept of a Father God is bizarre to me, as expressed by the Father. The link between us serves as a solution for the misunderstanding. I have appointed you to spread awareness of my compassion and concern for everyone in your region of influence. Express my affection to them. Inform them that I am not angry or disappointed with them. Inform even those you believe are the least deserving that I have a strong fondness for them, since my love for them is unwavering and forever. I am the source of illumination, and you embody the illumination I was referring to. I designed you to be an illuminator. I intended for you to be the epitome of my affection, just as Abraham adored Joseph and Benjamin. You have been summoned to be an enlightening force in my life, as well as to shine your light on those around you. You act as a light, allowing people to see my relationship with you. Inform them, as directed by the Father, and I will ensure that you reap the rewards of being honest people on this earth. God wants you to experience the same divine power that was set in motion during the early stages of creation. I observed the emptiness and communicated my wishes. I'm currently speaking over you. My feelings for you include joy, achievement, fulfillment, and meaning. The Father reassures you that you will not be excluded. Every part of your life will be impacted, just as I did when I said, "Let there be light." In the act of creation, I also said, "May the earth give rise to living organisms." I am producing and manifesting my life inside you, declares the Father. You embody my world. You are where I call home. The Father declares over you, "I command you to reproduce and increase in number." He also says, "May this existence be abound with vibrant beings that bestow blessings, happiness, and satisfaction." Heaven, according to the Father, is not a monastery. It is not a place of simplicity or emptiness, where people speak quietly and with great respect. Heaven's environment is characterized by noisy and chaotic commotion. Heaven is insulting. Heaven has no spiritual entities affiliated with any particular religion because they did not start there. In the most sacred and treasured sites, there is a sense of mirth, happiness, and a tight bond between kings and nobility. The creative power within you has the ability to fulfill every wish. Numerous desires exist within you, having been instilled in the realm of unfulfilled spirits before to your advent on earth. We held joint talks in the divine world prior to your birth. We are in the process of purchasing a residential home. We chose a buddy. We all celebrated the presence of your offspring and companions. Allow your desires to manifest with exuberance by making a joyful proclamation. The Father proclaims that the enemy will no longer have power or authority over you. May the celestial realm manifest in your earthly life today. The Father asserts that what He has for you is nearly fanciful. Allow your heart to express joyous laughing with a "Bah ha ha!" I understand that this contradicts what you've been told. However, the knowledge provided to you has not produced the anticipated outcomes, has it? Be obedient to your Father, and enjoy the wonderful day I have prepared for you today. It was a happy and successful day for the fortunate descendant of heaven's ruler. God claims that you can accomplish anything because I am the deity who embraces all possibilities. The Father claims that authority is inherent in you because of my presence inside you, as well as my intrinsic nature and character to control over all circumstances. As the Father, I affirm that because I am the Lord, you are in a position of authority and control. Use your discretion to exercise authority. The Father's assertion of faith in you indicates that you may trust the actions I've performed and the essence of my existence within you. The Father claims that he is utterly unfamiliar with the concept of compromise or taking partial action. Your victory over sin, death, and the devil is complete. Do not make any agreements with the adversary. Do not assume that if you isolate yourself from him, he would reciprocate and stop harassing you. Avoid mimicking the behavior of a rabbit who remains motionless in the presence of a predator. Emulate the lion, who vehemently opposes any intruder in his area. Make each day a fervent pursuit of advancement against the demonic forces threatening to encroach on you. To properly resist the unrelenting enemy, you must wage war against the powers of evil using a scorched earth policy, which is uncompromising and forceful. The Father claims that when he created the heavens and the earth, he had no financial limits. I failed to obtain counsel from a lender or bank on the necessity of modifying my plans. Whenever I needed something, I expressed it through spoken words. Regardless of your current condition of deprivation, I want you to know that wealth and prosperity are intended for you. You are currently in my kingdom, and its bounds are limitless and boundless. As a result, you possess limitless potential. According to my domain, the Father is regarded as a realm that encompasses all possibilities. Did I not mention that I will produce the results of verbal expression? Please widen your mouth, and I will fill it with contents. Within my domain, you have the potential to manifest anything. I have complete authority over both heaven and earth, and I have given you that supreme power through the sacrifice of the cross. The Father issues a call to action. Rise. Today symbolizes the start of a new era, which you are encouraged to embrace and enjoy. God says that one should aspire to greater things. When you have impossible goals, celestial entities stop and pay close attention. Heaven has no disrespect for those who dream. According to the Father, thinking, planning, and envisioning is not imagination, but rather trust. Do not let life's external factors become barriers to accomplishing your goals. Inside your innermost being say, I shall no longer be bound by restrictions. Do not limit yourself to what is feasible or ordinary. It is now time for you to go beyond simply survival and the mindset of just getting by. The Father declares himself a builder. I am the creator of exceptional, delightful, and joyful dreams that flow through your mind and arise from your inner self like airy clouds from heaven. Do not allow your past disappointments to limit your future objectives. Your current dreams and aspirations provide the foundation for your future. There is nothing wrong with pursuing dreams and objectives with exciting optimism for things that are currently lacking but would be more abundant and distinct. The Father pushes you to have a more ambitious dream. Dreams are another kind of reality. Aspirations that are feasible can come true. Dreams serve as the guiding plans that angels follow while exerting their impact on your life, unknown to you. When you consider a more ambitious goal, the celestial beings humble themselves and exude their magnificence. According to God, you have been promoted to a greater rank than a conqueror. I formed and fashioned you for a destiny of authority and control. The opposition feels they can impede and obstruct your development and prevent your victory. Yet this is a misunderstanding and an error on their part. The Father proclaims, I exist as I am. You have access to the essence of my existence because it exists inside you. No harm or contact will be made with a single strand of hair on your head, for I, the divine entity, am by your side and will guide you to victory and prosperity. The Father commands, have faith in me. Follow my example as I convey my knowledge and strategic thinking to your brain and emotions. The Father declares that you will advance and claim your recompense. You are decked with a garland of blessings and the favor of victory. Disregard the wicked entity's threatening threats. Its strength is limited, and I am actively working to assure its eventual defeat. Any weapon designed to hurt you will not be effective. Your God says that any sort of opposition and plan from hell aimed against you will be judged and condemned. The Father declares, "Trust me. Have faith in my capacity to keep my promises and lead you to victory." Today, God states, "The enemy has insulted you in my presence. He insulted my dignity by telling me, 'Take away their possessions and they will openly curse you.'" The Father's response to this accusation against you is mocking laughter. "Ha ha ha! You are the object of my deepest affection and devotion. You are the dwelling place of my spirit, and I will not allow anybody or anything to diminish my regard for you." The Father declares that He is your protection. "I support you, not against you." Occasionally, you may wonder if you made the wrong option. You have questioned whether you have exceeded the time limit I have set. You attempted to determine the causation of the existing outcomes in order to address any observed concerns. According to me, I have influence over your life. My blessing and favor are entirely dependent on you, with no regard for external causes. The Father's commitment to you outweighs His commitment to whatever vision you have of His purpose. I value being a lover above being a planner. In the prior covenant, I promised my people that I would bless any enterprise they attempted. In what tasks or endeavors have you put your efforts? Do not be deceived into expecting heaven to intervene. The actions of heaven are only in sync with those of the earth. Make the most of the resources at your disposal and keep working hard. You will see the manifestation of my heavenly guidance. I'm not appealing or attracting you. I am prohibiting this from happening. I had given you the ability to reverse your fate. Your steady improvement in me unlocks the floodgates of heavenly favor. Take heart, says the Father. As you go forward and let go of the past, the great flow of my Spirit will carry you into a new and exciting future. Today, God states that I have given you the responsibility of encouraging reconciliation. Your gift is to draw others closer to my voice and presence. I do not hold you responsible for the duty of redeeming them because I am the one who will redeem them. I have appointed you to draw them closer to me so that they might understand my love for them. I've assigned you to enable their proximity to me so that they might understand my omnipotence. The Father advises you not to disregard this responsibility. Harmonize the broad and the minute without favoring one over the other. Do not be afraid of people who are arrogant and overestimate their worth. Do not dismiss or belittle people who appear unimportant in life. Do not show preference or be intimidated by their appearance. Today, I will give you the lessons from my demonstration, which you will speak. I will demonstrate my intellect to someone who believes they have comprehensive knowledge and understanding. The person I'm referring about does not recognize their need for a savior. You will demonstrate my intellect to them in a paranormal way. Part your lips, and I will begin to fill your oral cavity. Keep in mind that I have not summoned you to attain certain results, but rather to display an unflinching dedication to completing each duty assigned to you on a regular basis. Entrust the outcome to me. While you finish this duty, I will attend to your personal concerns. Let me handle that. The Father encourages you to become a diligent seeker of the kingdom and a source of joy as a father today. By performing this step, you will make a huge adjustment and begin to overcome the state of passivity and delay that has been plaguing your inner self.